Hey guys, welcome back to Big Lou Debates. And see, the debate today, then, as you can see, is cat food and specifically packaging. Yes. Now, you might think to yourself, what's he doing? What's he talking about? Well, some of the cats on the packaging, in my opinion, do not really entice me to buy the food for our cats. No. And I thought, right, well, I need to rate them, and I've come up with my own scoring system. You let me know below, people, in the comments, your own scoring. But these are the ones I thought were important, and I've went down, took pictures of all of the most popular brands down the aisle. I'm sure there's some I'll have missed, but these are the ones I've gone for in this video. Then maybe we may have time for others in the part two. So let me know in the comments, people. So yes. Are they really enticing me to buy it for the cat? Do I feel like the cat's really enjoying the food along those lines? You know what I'm saying? So, these are the criteria I am going to be rating them on. Okay? So, we've got cuteness. How cute does the cat appear in the packaging? Does it make me think, oh, and then I may buy the food for the cat? We've got happiness. So, how happy does the cat feel? / eagerness. Is it really eager to eat the food that's on the packaging? Okay. And number 3, which I think is important, realism. How real do you feel the cat picture is? Has it been sort of socially constructed kind of thing, or does it seem like a natural picture that's been taken in the moment? You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then I will give you an overall feeling. Yes. So I'll put the pictures up of each one I'm commenting on as we go through the video. Okay then. Let's start, people. Oh yes, I know you're excited. So, here we go. Whiskers then. So, as I would have put it up here now. The whiskers picture. Now, you've got to say here, this cat looks pretty cute. Oh yes. And I like they've got the paws there on the side, looking directly at the food. Now that is important for eagerness as well. So, but for cuteness straight away, then it looks very cute. A good, nice option, I think, of a nice grey cat. I think this gets a really high cuteness score. So I'm going to go in here with a 9. Yes, that's very good. So happiness, eagerness. Yes, I am feeling it. The fact actually it's got his paws on the counter. So obviously you've got it ready for the cat, and she's. I'm gonna say it's a she cat here. She's looking at the food there, and yeah, I'm buying that she's ready for this. Maybe not as high as a 9, but we'll give it an 8. Yes, very good. Realism. Yes, I do believe this quite well, because some cats can't, they're ready for meal time, they're jumping up, they're ready, but this one's still got a bit of training because it's sort of waiting on the side. So I think this is quite realistic. It gets quite high actually. So realism, I'd say this cat seems quite a young cat as well. So we will go 8. Okay, that's quite a high score, isn't it? Overall feeling. Yes, I do get the sense of, this cat is ready. Yes, it's ready for the food. And it generally, like I say, it is happy with the score I've given it. So, yeah, okay, we're going to say ready. And I'm going to say quite youthful, actually. But so I'll put ready. Here we go. And I'll put youth. I think it's nice that they've chose a cat that's quite young, I would probably say. Yes, we'll tally up the scores at the end. Yes. Right, on to the next one, people. Felix. Now, the Felix. Now, the packaging here, it's it's quite dark. Now, the cat in question here, that's why actually I've got realism here. So it's a computer-generated cat. It's one thing I wasn't keen on. And so that unfortunately, it's not going to get a very high realism score. We're going to go straight in with realism. Let's mix it up. I want real cats on the packaging. I can't really believe these computer-generated cats, can you? What can you believe these days? The cats aren't even real on the packaging now. So, but it does look like it's ready for the food, and black and white cat, okay. But I'm going to give you a low realism score. I'm sorry, Felix. Right. Happiness, eagerness. Okay, yes. This cat is looking at the food, and it does look to me like, yeah, it is ready. It's quite happy, licking its lips. Feels like it doesn't have much else going on in its life though, this cat. So it's definitely eager, but I don't know if it's happy, just going through the motions. So we'll give this a 6, I think. Cuteness, okay, fairly cute. It is a fairly cute image. It's a bit playful, a bit like I say, childish, maybe because it's got the cartoon aspect. So I can't give it a really high score, unfortunately. So Felix, if it was me here, I'd say get your act together. No, not terrible scores. You're not getting ones, Felix. Right. So overall feeling then. So I would say the cat then here. Yeah, it is playful. It's a playful cat. Uh, yeah, well, let's go with that. Let's go with that word. Playful. Okay. I hope I spell it right. Is that a word? But if it's not, I'm saying it is. Right. That is Felix. Okay. And on to the third one. And this is probably the cat that gave me the idea for the video. So this is Purina, and more specifically, Gourmet, the gourmet version. Because we're going to go from Purina later on as well. So, this gourmet cat, very nice and white, bushy, but there's two things about this cat. I mean, its mouth, it doesn't look happy. No, I mean, I'm quite scared of this cat, if I'm quite honest with you. And, wouldn't want to be left alone in a room with this cat. Oh, God, no. And it's not looking at the food. This personally makes me think I'm not buying food for this cat from this brand. No, no, no. So cuteness, no, it's not very cute. This Purina Gourmet cat. Well, this is where the subjectivity comes into it, but I don't feel it's very cute. So I'm going to give it all right, 3. Not particularly cute, I wouldn't say. No, people. Happiness, eagerness. Well, no. See, it's not got a smile on its face. It's not actually even looking at the food in the packaging. So, it doesn't seem that eager either. So, we will give it a 4. Because the cat still looks like it's been groomed well and, is having a good life. But the picture doesn't say that to me. No. Realism. Now, we might give it a quite high realistic score because you know what? Some cats, they like to feel like they're in charge and they're the boss. And yes, I'm a cat. Yes, they're a bit more like that, aren't they, compared to dogs? Then people argue, they're not as loyal as dogs. They've got their own opinion on things, and this cat definitely has its own opinion. So we'll give it quite a high realism score. So what's the word? Well, yes, I would say opinionated. This cat's got a big opinion. So I'm going to write opinion here. And it knows its own mind. Independent. Yeah, that gets 2 words. This is an independent cat. Got to write this word down, right? Yes, it has an opinion. It's independent. Yes, that's the gourmet cat for you. Right, on to Sheba. Sheba cat then. Nice black cat here on this packaging. It's got its head tilted to one side. It's got the ear up. So it's thinking, and it's looking towards the food, like, maybe it's time for dinner time. Yeah, nice black cat. I'm going to go with the overall feeling generally of this cat to start with, actually, because as it's looking over, it's like, yes, maybe I'll try some of that food then. Yes. So I'm going to say inquisitive. Yes, it has an inquisitive look about it. Yes. Inquisitive. Oh, yes. So the scores then for Shiba Cat. Yes. Cuteness. Fairly cute. Feels like it might walk up to you and rub its head against you. Apparently that means, you know, they like you when they do that. So quite cute. I will give it a 6. I've still got my defences up a little bit around this cat. Happiness, eagerness. Again, a bit on the fence again with this one. The Shiba Cat, yeah, it seems fairly happy, but it also looks like, you know, you might be giving it food, but he wants to keep his options open. We're going to say it's a he cat here. He wants to keep his options open. You know, if you don't really give him the best food, he might go next door. So he's going to get a 5 happiness. You know, you might be able to do things to keep him better at your house. Yes. Realism. Well, for that case, bit similar to the gourmet cat. Yeah, does have an independent mind. This cat, so quite realistic too, actually. So I'm going to give this a 7 as well for realism. There you go, Shiba Cat. Right, a few more to go, people. The Go Cat. Right, Go Cat. Look, that's a good title. Go Cat, Go Cat, Go Cat. Yeah, I like that name. Okay. So we've got a nice orange packaging here. Yes. And I like how the cat's looking up here. You know, most cats you might be getting the food ready on the counter and it's looking up. No, it's licking its lips, this one. Yes. So let's go straight in for cuteness. Quite high. Yeah, it looks quite cute. 7. Let's go straight in with a 7. Yes. Happiness, eagerness. Yes. It's ready and waiting, looking up to the sky. And we've got in the packaging here, we've got the food above it. Perfect. Yeah, quite. I'm going to give this another 7. I feel this Go Cat packaging is steady here. Realism. Now, realism. Some cats can't wait to eat the food, but I think you can train them fairly well to wait. So, yeah, I think this is quite a realistic picture of the cat waiting for the food, and yeah, so it gets an 8. Okay, so what's overall feeling of this cat? I think it's having quite a happy life, not in too much of a rush. I'd say this cat's quite content. Yes, content. Well done. Go cat. Right, on to Dreamies. This was almost a wild card. But when I went down the aisle, this looks more like the treat aspects of the cat food. Dreamies. Okay, so how cute then is this cat? Fairly cute, but as we'll come to realism later, is a computer generated one that loses marks. Or what you're doing, Dreamies. But cuteness, it does look quite cute. But it does look like it's playing around. It's being a bit silly on the floor. Puts me off. So we'll only give it a 4. 4. Happiness, eagerness. Well, it looks like it's already eaten the food actually. So I can't really say it's eager, but it's fairly happy about its life. It's laughing. This one's laughing. So okay, I think we give it a 7 because it must be quite happy then, mustn't it? Yes. Realism. Again, it's computer generated. I mean, they do sometimes lay on the floor like that, but normally when they're trying to get a scratch or they're just having a laugh, playing around. But I think this is the worst generated image, so I'm going to have to say a 2 here for realism out of all these cats. So, what's the word I think of with this cat? So, relaxed. It's very relaxed. It's had a good day. It's having a laugh. Okay. That Dreamies cat is relaxed. I guess actually, if you were dreaming, you are quite relaxed. As long as you're not having a nightmare, that is. So, yes, we'll go with that. And here we go. Purina. Well, I've got another Purina one here because these are like their big pouches. This is Purina 1. Okay. So, Purina 1. Here we go. Well, I like this cat's picture. Its tail is up at the back. It looks quite, fairly cute, then I would say. I think I'll give this a 7. Yes. Quite happy with this. Happiness, eagerness, then. Well, because it's got a tail up, and actually this cat looks like it's on a bit of a glide, like it's on a run. It's on a run to this food, this cat does. So I think it's quite eager. Yeah, I think we're going to get a quite good eagerness score here. Don't know how happy, but the eagerness of this cat, look, say it's on the run, gets it high score. 8. Realism. Yes. I don't think they've really decided this packaging what route to go for. It's quite a safe, realistic image. But like I said, I do like the fact the tail's up. We will give this a 6, I think, for realism. Can't go too far wrong here. Right, we've got to add the scores up now. So at this point, actually, I'll pause the video and I'll be back in a moment when all the scores are done. Okay. Right, people, here are the scores. And before, actually, I just did that, I didn't give you the overall word here, did I? For the overall feeling of the Purina One cat here. So, this cat, I would say, it has high expectations in life, this cat. But it's glancing proudly. Yes, it's a proud cat. Yeah, and it is not, it's unafraid to run. Doesn't worry who's looking at it. Yes, proud. Purina cat. So as you see the scores, well, actually, I didn't actually do the graph in any order, but it turns out the Whiskers then I've given the highest score to. 25 first place. We've got Go Cat. I didn't think I'd be giving Go Cat as high as I did, but obviously it resonated with me when I looked at it. We've got second place there for the Go Cat and the Purina One actually. Yeah. So that's good because Purina actually got a low score with the Gourmet, but the lowest today is Dreamies. Yes. So people, I'd like to know below your opinion. What would you rate them on similar criteria? Doing it out of 30 here. These are the ones that I thought were important for the cat packaging. Are there other ones you'd like me to do in another video? And more importantly, I am going to email my findings to these cat brands because, we've got to let them know where they're going wrong, aren't we? If you want to sell cat food, you've got to make it, like I say, enticing. And so when the person goes along, I think, oh, I'll get that for my cat. Now, if the cat's scaring you, if this cat doesn't look real, if you don't believe it really wants to eat the food, and it's not even looking at it. And look at, like as I mentioned, one of them is looking past it. Oh, I could do better than you. So, we need to get our act together, cat brands. Get your packaging right. And so I need to email you my findings, and we'll do a part 2, hopefully with their responses, and maybe we'll rate some more. But give us your opinions on a rating scale. What would you rate them at? How do you feel? And about what I'm rating them, the criteria, because everyone's going to be very subjective on this matter. But, it's very important to me. And the funny thing is, people, I don't even own a cat. But no, they still need to get their packaging right. So yes, that's the debate today. I know, I'm a bit bonkers, aren't I? Right, so I will see you for part 2. Get us your comments below. Right, have a good day. Oh yes, maybe go and buy some of these brilliant brands. Oh yes. Right, see you later, people. Bye.